everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're gonna do like an open box review of a mouse that I bought off of Amazon and a gaming computer controller that I also bought from Amazon. So first off, let's start with the mouse. I just got it today, so I haven't opened it up. This is the box it came in. I just opened up the mailing envelope, but not the box. So this mouse is on Amazon for $9.99. It's by PICTEK. Let me actually show y'all. I'm looking at it as I explain everything and try to read all this stuff off, but this is what it's supposed to look like. So it has 6 buttons, optical mouse, auto breathing light. I don't really know what that is. I don't really know a lot about mouse gaming computers. I just know about regular mouses or whatever, but this is what it looks like. My other one's not really working too well. My just generic one that came with the computer. So that's the side. That's underneath. Oops. The other side. You can see the buttons, some buttons right there. Here. Oops. And then here. Here. The button here. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that considered a button? I don't know. But anyways, this is where it's supposed to light up. And then, yeah. Wait, can I play with this? Oh, this actually feels fine. I'm thinking it's like, now that I'm looking at it, it should be fine. I just gotta take it over there. Let me actually get myself adjusted here. Okay, so yeah. I can definitely hit these buttons on the side with my thumb. That is actually a lot better. So we're gonna go look at the, oh, let me finish talking about how it feels. It feels a little heavier, but that's fine. I can get to these buttons with my thumb. This little area, I guess, is supposed to be a grip or something. Maybe not. It's just plastic. This here is just soft, plasticky. I mean, it still seems like a pretty good mouse. Let me see if I can look up the rest of the description on it. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of information. I might just put it up in the video instead of reading it off, because I'm ready to go see what it looks like. But before we look at it, we're gonna look at the controller next. So this is the controller. Haven't opened it up. It's by IFYOO, whatever. Let's pull that up on my tablet. I'm a little nervous now that I see that it had characters on the box. I think it's gonna be a good controller. It has really good reviews, but you know. Okay, so it doesn't feel light. I know there are some controllers that are from overseas that feel cheap and light. This kind of has some weight on it. The cord looks pretty long. How long is this cord? It should say. Let's see the cord. I know it's there on here. I'm pretty sure it was in the little video that I watched. I'm not seeing where it says how long the cord is, but I know the cord is pretty long. Anywho, take out the plastic. Oh, I didn't even see it came with a little manual. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It feels like my, where is my Xbox controller? Okay, so it kind of looks like an Xbox controller. You have your buttons here. Focus. This is supposed to light up. You have a select button. I don't know what this T button is. I think it's like for turbo or something. Start is probably for the light. And I'm not sure what that one is. We're gonna look at the manual. This feels fine. Doesn't feel hard or too loose. These feel fine. They seem a little high, but they feel fine. These buttons, I need a little wobbly in there, but you see that? But I'm sure it's fine. And these feel normal. I like the actual grip on this right here. Just underneath, behind it. And these are the triggers here at the top. Ooh, these feel smooth and soft. Like, they just feel easy to press down. Alright, so this one here was, I want to say $19.99 for this controller on Amazon. And I want to show you guys the video, because the video is like freaking dramatic, which worked because I ended up buying it partially because of the video, but hopefully you guys can see it. Let me make it bigger. See me back there. I was like, okay. And it did talk about how long the cord was in the video, but let's look through this real quick. So at least to see what some of these buttons are. Got some safety instructions. Alright, so the product overview. Start button, you have your triggers at the back, your XYBA button, your joysticks, the light indicator, which was this under here. Let's see, your D-pad, your turbo button, so there was a turbo button. Let's see, the light button, and then the home button. So That's what this one is, the home button. So we're gonna plug the mouse and the controller up to the Dell and see how they look. So we'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my hands, the mouse, and the controller, and my computer screen. I wanted to compare my controller real quick to my Xbox controller, but I didn't know where it was. And then I found it. It's sitting right down there. So let's look at it real quick. This is the Xbox 360 controller. And this is the gaming controller. They're about the same size. This one, the handle looks a little bit like longer. I don't know. Maybe it is just the same size. Does it look like the same size to y'all? But whatever. It feels the same. The grip is just way better, obviously, than on the Xbox one. So let's just get into the game. I was trying to turn the music off. Can't play other people's music on the YouTube channel. Okay, so this is the first race. Looks like in the San Francisco City Dash. I feel like I haven't played this game in a while, but the whole purpose is to show the controller and how well it responds. Changing the color there. So with this particular racing game on my Dell, you really don't really need a controller. It does give you instructions on how to play the game with the controller or play the game with the keyboard. And since I have my controller in, it looks like it recognized that as the main device that I'm going to use, and it gave me instructions on how to use that. When I was first playing it with the keyboard and the mouse, it showed me instructions on how to play the game with just the keyboard, but I'm glad that it recognized that I had a controller and showed me how to play the game with that. With this game, you don't really, like with Need for Speed or with other games like that on a console, you don't really have to move the car with the joysticks or the D-pad. There's like options at the top. I don't know if you noticed it, to where like there's a nitrous and a direction, and you just hit the D-pad or the joystick in one of those directions, either left or right, whichever picture you want to pick, and your car goes that way. So I'm gonna do another race because that one was really easy, but it's the whole game is just easy in general, this Asphalt 9, because you really don't have to do too much work other than pointing the car in the direction that you want it to go, and it will go that way. That's why I was able to win first place on that last race. And this race coming up that I'm about to do, super easy to play with the controller. The controller is really responsive, so much more easier to use. Although I love my keyboard and I love my mouse back there, it's just so much easier. And I was talking during the video, but it doesn't come out right now that I'm editing it. You can't really hear me, so I'm doing a voiceover. So you can see my hands moving a lot because I was talking. Well, this is the second race that I decided to do, which really doesn't challenge the controller, but that's fine. There's supposed to be some vibrations, I believe, with this controller. I didn't feel anything, with these crashing scenes right here. I didn't feel any vibrations. I don't know if I need to turn that on or something, or if that just depends on the game. But yeah, I kind of wanted to feel that, but I didn't. The controller still works really nice, really easy to use, just like an Xbox 360 controller or Xbox One, I'm assuming. I don't have an Xbox One, but The controls look the same to me, but this is an easy race. It's just so much easier with the controller. You just hit the A button. You see those options up there at the top. You just point in the direction you want to go, and that's basically it for this game. Shenmue utilizes the controller a lot better. You use the whole thing versus just using a couple of buttons on this game. So that's where we're gonna go to next after this race. Alright, so this is Shenmue, and I'm going to probably the best way that I can think of, especially where I'm at in the game. I'm not too far in the game. I'm playing the first installment of Shenmue, and I'm at the basic, like at the very beginning, just about like his dad just died, and I'm on that quest of doing that, but still in the main little area of the city. So the only thing that I can think of to really utilize the controller is go to the arcade. I guess I could have done some practice like moves or something, but I didn't think about that until just now. But I did go to the arcade in the video, and I'm playing a couple of arcade games just to show how responsive the buttons are, and then also how well he moves and runs, because oh my god, it was so stupid how I'm just frustrated because I'm not used to I'm not a PC gamer really, other than The Sims. So like Shenmue and racing and Grand Theft Auto and things like that, I'm used to playing that on the console, and so all this keyboard stuff is irritating because I'm not used to it. Some people like using the keyboard, I don't, so I'm bothered. But making him run was a pain, and it's just too much. So I was very excited to make him move, definitely very excited to make him run with just the triggers at the back. I have long nails, and my nails can get really long, so playing with just the keyboard it's just too difficult for me. And even like at work sometimes, just even typing on my computer, just because my nails get so long, so I just can't be comfortable playing on a keyboard, playing a game like this. So that's why I got the controller. He runs so much easier with the controller. Just hold the trigger in the back and he just moves, and I just move him around with a joystick. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip. I'm doing a whole bunch of other like stuff for fun, but I'm gonna go ahead and go to the arcade and show a couple of scenes there with the controller. Okay, so we're doing the QTE like boxing mini game in Shenmue, and once again it was super easy with the controller, just because I know where A, X, Y, and B are. I mean, I know where 1, 2, 3 is, but for some reason you couldn't get it to where you could use the number pad, you know, on the right hand side of the keyboard. You had to use the 1, 2, 3 like at the top, which after a while became pretty easy. So my score that's up there now is from me using the 1, 2, and 3 from the keyboard, and I could have probably beaten my own score, but I wanted to get through the video, so I was messing up on purpose later on just to get out of this little game. But easy. And now we're going to skip this part because I played for a while. I was enjoying myself, but you could see that it's the buttons you hit it's fine. It works fine. It responds, not freezing. it's working fine. It doesn't feel weird. I mean, it is a little, I was hitting my Xbox controller real quick. The buttons are a little bit more stiff than the Xbox buttons, but not to the point where it's uncomfortable, where it's like sticking to where it's not gonna control the player like you want it to. It works just as fine if you just play with it for a while. I'm sure you'll just get used to the stiffness, but other than that, the buttons worked fine. Okay, so I skipped through the other quick time game that's there, same concept, and also skipped through, or fast forward really, through the darts. Now we're at hang on, and I thought it was funny because at first I was like, start button. Oh yeah, I have a controller that has a start button. So you actually hit the actual start button on the controller. But this game was a little bit more challenging than Asphalt freaking 9 because you are able to move the person on the bike. And I mean, there's no nitrous or nothing like that, but as far as the joystick and the course, it was a lot more difficult than what I was just playing. Still pretty smooth with the joystick. No problems at all. Joystick's not sticky. Very, very smooth joystick. Really, really like this controller a lot. Like, I was a little nervous, like I said, when I saw the characters. I was like, ooh, made out of this country. Okay, that's all right. A lot of other stuff is, but they don't have good reputations. But since it had really good reviews on Amazon and a really nice video, I decided to try it. Plus, I can return it if I wanted to. But I'm very happy with it so far. It works very well. I would really, for $19, I would really suggest, if you were looking for a PC controller, to really look into this, especially if you kind of have a setup like mine where all your stuff has lights on it and you wanted to like go with that theme. It's a really nice controller to add to your PC setup. And if you don't want the light on, you can hit the button to where it turns off. So you don't necessarily have to have the light on, but still really good controller. Really, really love it. Really love the grip. It feels great in my hands. So does the mouse. Let me talk about the mouse some more. The mouse looks great back there, doesn't it? The mouse feels good. The mouse works great. My main concern is the little rolly ball at the top when I play The Sims and I'm trying to zoom in and out. It works fine. It looks good. The mouse, there's no problem with it. I really want to program the buttons because I never had a gaming mouse before. So I'm assuming you use those for shooting or something. I don't know. But I do want to program it and use those buttons. Earlier, as I was showing you, it was really easy to hit it with my thumb. So I'm really excited to find some game where I can use those buttons. So what am I playing after this? I think I'll play one more game after this, but I might just cut it out of the video because it's just that little shooter flyer game with that little dude. Are we moving on to that now? I think I talked enough to where we're just moving on to that game. Okay, so I actually just decided to do a speed through of that because I still kind of wanted to show the controller even though it was fast forwarded. Hopefully you could still see how responsive it was. I mean, I went through like 3 or 2 other games to show you guys how well, plus the main game, Shenmue, and then Asphalt 9. But this is gonna be the end of the video. I think I showed how to make my keyboard breathe, or just showing it breathe just so you guys can see what it looks like. Like I said, I do have a video of the keyboard and how it, with the actual functions or the buttons that you hit to make it breathe. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you are interested in the controller, like I said, it's on Amazon for $19. The mouse is on Amazon for $9, and the keyboard, I want to say, is probably like $20 or $30 on Amazon. So if you're looking for something to kind of spruce up your computer PC setup, and you can see down there on the bottom right, my Dell is also lit up, so I just got a whole little glow show over here. Invest in Amazon. That's where a lot of my little setup and things came from, minus the Dell. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.